Alrighty, so in this video, I'm going to be showing you some very helpful things while we're working on the Lego project. First thing being that basically how you can find Lego build instructions. And so the Lego build instructions, I am going to end up just showing you all this page real quick. But basically on here, this is how you can find building instructions for Lego. So if you actually type in Lego building plan instructions or just Lego building instructions, you can end up coming to this page right here. And then from here, you can end up actually finding building instructions for whatever you want to end up creating. So let's say that I just wanted to create a crab. I could end up searching that, and so it'll show that up in the search query. And then now, as you can see, whenever we go down here, it's going to show me all these different options. So now, as we're looking at this, we'll see that there's quite a bit of complex things. This one's a little bit easier. It is a little bit complex though still, however. So we can just keep going through here until we find something that we would want. Let's see here, deep sea predators, that doesn't look too bad, but I think I'm going to go with 31088, which is deep sea creatures. So we're going to end up doing this, and basically after you find whatever you want it to be, so it doesn't have to be this obviously, right, for you, but basically once you find this, what you can do is you can download a PDF. Now this PDF document is just like the instructions that you actually get from Lego whenever you order something from them, but it gives you the step-by-step instructions for how to build whatever it is that you want to build. So in this first example, what we're building is this little crab guy. And so if I go through here, you'll see that there's different parts on here. Now, the thing about this is, you know, something as simple as this, very basic, just plate, right? Lego plate. However, whenever we get to other parts, they might not actually be parts that we can create using the Lego Builder FeatureScript, right, that we installed in the last video. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how we can basically make these custom pieces in OnShape. And so this is the piece that I'm going to just show you how to make, but basically what we're going to be using is just a basic extrusion, or basic extrusion methods to actually create these. And so this is the part that I created here that kind of looks like this part. But I'm going to show you how I went through and actually created this. Let me go ahead. I'm going to first start off by just showing you the step-by-step breakdown and reverse of what I did. So if I take this extrude 2, you'll see that I removed that, and then now I've got this sketch right here. Sorry, actually I've got this extrusion right here as well, so I took that out. And then I've also got this sketch right here, delete that, and I've also got this sketch right here. So you can kind of see that in the step-by-step instructions. But basically what I did is I ended up, so as you know, that we have all of our code that was from the worksheet, and that was in the last video, so if you don't know how to do that, then you'll want to go back to the last video. But basically in my part studio, what I'll want to end up doing is I want to reference that Lego Builder FeatureScript. And so now in here, I'll have this 2x2. It's basically what we want, because if you look at this, this is a 2x2, right? And this is actually a plate, so a 2x2 plate. And this almost has like the Technic plate kind of setup. However, if you look at our Technic plate, you'll notice that they actually have a circular cutout in there. So what we're going to do is we're just going to do a regular plate, and then we're going to actually set this up so that there is the it's like a cross almost in the middle. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to get a color that seems about right for me. So we'll just do 25500, just a classic red. And then so now what I can do is, first off, I want to create this so that it's kind of like a circular cutout. So then what I can do is I can just go to the top plane. I'm just going to click on this right here. And then now what I want to do is I want to create a new sketch. And then so now what I want to do is I want to create a center point circle that's in the center of this. So if I end up going right here, I can find that midpoint. And then if I also go through here, I can find this midpoint. I can line those two up and basically create a circle that's going to be in the center of this, right? So now if I click right here, it's going to make sure that it's tangent to that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to create another circle that's basically going to engulf all of these little parts on the outside here. And then what I can do is I can go to extrude that. Now instead of adding to this, what I want to do is I want to actually remove. And so now if I press the green check mark, you're going to see that we did remove all those pieces right there, right? Okay, so then now the next step is we've got that, but basically we need to create this little cross section in the middle. And so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to create actually another extrusion. And then what we want to do is we want to go to the, now I could end up doing this many different ways. Let's just start by using the line tool. We use a construction line. And basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to create a vertical construction line that's just going through here. And then I'm also going to create another vertical construction line that's going to go through the middle here. Sorry, this is a horizontal construction line there. My bad. So then now what I can do is I can create this, and then I want this to be going through here. So I'll have that centered, and then I'll also have this centered. Now we could end up using our geometric constraints pretty well here. Basically what we would want is for these to be equal, so we could do this. So I'll just go in here, I'll set these equal so that this is equal to this, and that the length of this is also equal to the length of that. What we would also want to do is make sure that these guys are kind of centered a little bit better. So we can kind of eyeball this, or we could actually use the geometric constraints too to do that, but just for time's sake, I'm just going to kind of eyeball this. And so now that's going to be probably about good. And then now what I can do is I can go to the extrude tool again, and we want to not add to this, but we want to remove once again, press the green check mark. Now you'll see that we did remove that in there. So if I zoom in on here, we can look at that, and then we can look at this guy. It does look like these lines need to be a little bit wider, so then we can go back into our sketch, and then we can make this guy a little bit wider here. So maybe, let's see here, let's set this up. So we probably just want to go in here and then use the dimension tool, dimension this guy out. So right now it's 0.02839. Let's maybe make this 0.04 and see what that's looking like. 0.04 is looking better. Maybe I'll do just a little bit more, 0.045. So what I'm thinking, green check mark. Actually, we're going to press escape right there. And then what I want to do is I want to center this a little bit better again. So we got this. There we go. And then so now, green check mark. And then as you can see, this does look a whole lot better and a little bit more accurate, a little bit closer to what this actually looks like there. So that's how we can create our basic objects. So not only can we remove, but remember we can also add to our parts as well. But just want to show you that basic rundown of how we can end up editing our Lego bricks. All right, hope that was helpful. If you all got any questions as well, you want me to make any other videos, please drop a comment. Also, like, comment, subscribe, help me out. Appreciate it. Turn on the bell for notifications as well. But anyways, I will see you all later. Bye-bye.